Okay, so it's like midnight. All right, and I was watching Power and Basketball Wives LA because we fell asleep and woke up and was like, we gotta watch it. This is not Power. I'll do Power tomorrow because I made notes for Power. I didn't make notes for Basketball Wives because I'm like, why? I could just talk about it from my memory. A few things that I felt like I wanted to talk about. So, first of all, you guys, the whole episode is about this Shawnee versus Brandy situation. And I'll reiterate the situation. So basically, all last season, Shawnee was doing her we're grown, they're children, type of feel when it came to the LA girls versus the Miami girls, which I agree to an extent. But at the same time, y'all still some messy old bitches that if y'all was really all that mature, y'all wouldn't even be in this situation. So let's not, act like y'all are the most mature of all the old bitches that we can find out here, okay? Shawnee and Tammy. All right. I feel like Tammy is, like Shawnee says, her inner thoughts. Okay, like when she's feeling, a bitchy and she wants to say something totally inappropriate, Tammy says it for her without her even having to prompt Tammy. Okay, and I understand this and I get it. But at the same time, it annoys me because I feel like Shawnee has this passive aggressive bitch thing going on. And I feel like Brandy was right to call her out on it, even though I do agree that Malaysia and Brandy are immature as fuck and kind of annoying. And I feel like their relationship is going to come to a halt this season. And I'm kind of excited to see that because it's something that I saw last season that I felt like Malaysia was being a total bitch. I felt like Malaysia needed to get her fucking life, okay? She just had this amazing divorce settlement where she got buku money, half of the property, all kind of shit. Gennaro had to give it all the way up, okay? And in this episode, she meets Brandy's other BFF, who she calls her sister, Duffy. Duffy's a very cute girl. Duffy is a DJ and she's also engaged to a well-known sports agent. Okay? And that's different money. I like that type of money. You know what I'm saying? That's good money. I can appreciate that about her. Okay, thank you for not being the typical in the way of, oh, we got to deal with this whole, basketball players cheating and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of happy to hear that, okay, she's dating an agent. So this is kind of like a different situation. And she's actually not just dating him, she's engaged to him. So yeah, she's going to be a basketball wife. I get tired of these hoes not actually being basketball wives at all. So the main thing about this whole episode that caught me was when Duffy and Brandy sit down with Malaysia, and Malaysia kind of shades Duffy, like she doesn't want to hug her, doesn't want to shake her hand, seem like, oh, I don't like you, bitch, so I'm gonna front on you, hoe. Like kind of shaded her, didn't want to hug or nothing. I was like, oh, all right, Malaysia, you all shady big head bitch. Okay, we like you, we love you, we ride for you. But when you start to turn out to be this like whole different type of bitch, we thought it was because you was going through a divorce and you may have got all of this money and shit. But I kind of feel like you wish you had never went through your divorce because your advice to Brandy is total boo boo. It's shit. It's only coming from your personal perspective at wishing your husband had put forth more of an effort to keep y'all together the way you feel like Brandy's husband is, which all he's doing is talking to you and making you feel sorry for him, when at the end of the day he's still cheating on Brandy. So when Brandy feels like, why the fuck should I go back to a man that is continuously cheating on me, and you just got a divorce from your husband because he was cheating on you, yet you tell me that I'm being stubborn. I don't know how the fuck they was pronouncing stubborn, but it did not sound like the correct pronunciation for stubborn. I was like, what the fuck are they stubborn? Like they were putting extra letters in there somewhere. I was like, what is happening right now? Stubborn, okay? Stubborn, Malaysia. Stubborn. Okay? I don't feel like Brandy is being stubborn. I feel like she has given that husband of hers chance after chance. I feel like the last time we saw him, he didn't seem like he gave a fuck, that much. Okay, he didn't seem like he cared that much about, Brandy and her feelings and all of that shit as it pertains to, her not giving him another chance. I feel like niggas like him feel like, oh, eventually this bitch gonna take me back. What else she gonna do? I got the money, I got the kids. with her. Eventually, she's gonna come back to me. You know, whatever was whatever. You know, and Duffy took offense. Duffy felt some type of way about that advice, like, so you don't feel like that's like fucked up advice. And then Malaysia turns around and says she's about to leave because they working on her nerves. And they're like, what the fuck, bitch, bye then. Like, bye. We can end this dinner right now. Good evening. Okay? I feel like this is a continuation of last season with Malaysia and her stank ass attitude. And I'm not gonna be here for it this season, bitch. Your own friend don't look like she gonna be here for it this season, bitch. Okay? So, you know, I'm not here for that. I can't wait to see Tammy and Duffy get into it. Because it's for like the first time we see somebody like, fuck all that. I don't care if you Tammy or not, bitch. We can get into it all day, every day. We can fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm young, bitch. I'll stretch you out too. Like, I'm excited to see this shit. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's just, once again, like, Shawnee, thank you for giving me like a franchise that I can review and make money off. I appreciate you, boo. But at the end of the day, your passive aggressive attitude and the way you like to act like you're so above the bullshit, even though you kind of poke at the bear and then back away and hide your hand. I've seen you do that a bunch of times. And it's so funny that as much as Tammy likes to be the pit bull, she actually surprises me at the fact that she's never really called you out at the fact that you sick her on people. Because that's basically what you do. It's like, I want to keep my reputation of being not in the mess, but I like to stir the pot and sick my crazy ass friend on y'all when I feel like it. Good evening. And I like the way she thought she couldn't get Brandy fired. And Brandy was telling the truth. Brandy said, bitch, you can't get me fired. You can't. You may be an executive producer, but that doesn't mean you have the right to get me fired. And it's obvious that she doesn't, because if it was up to Shawnee, then Brandy wouldn't have been on this season. And we see right where she is, right on this season. Being recorded, bitch, as a main character, just like you. So that goes to show y'all, being an executive producer and the person that probably brought everybody together don't mean shit when VH1 is involved. Okay? All right. That was basically everything that happened. We'll talk about the new characters later. Y'all know Angel is on there again. Angel Brinks. And she bought her friend Angel, who's with some basketball player. And they're going through it because he's, you know, cheating on her as well. Y'all know the whole nine. These hoes go through the same story, different man, you know. Makes me exhausted. But anyway, you guys, I just kind of wanted to come and talk to y'all about Basketball Wives right quick before I retire for the morning. It's so lovely to not have to go to sleep so early. Y'all, it's my last night though, because my vacation about to be over. But I love y'all. Thanks for coming and watching. Sorry if it was, you know, shorter than you thought it was going to be, but it wasn't really much to talk about. Hopefully it'll give me more juice the rest of the season. And I'll be back for, you know, power tomorrow. So you guys have a lovely evening, and I'll see you later.